Midivani Monroe for MissFabulous.com. Presenting her first collection for Spring 2012, designer Sarah Nami Ahn's Nami collection expresses the young designer's diverse past. A self-proclaimed army brat, Sarah Ahn had already moved 22 times before her 18th birthday, and that exposure to different worlds and cultures has strongly influenced her design. Before pursuing a career in fashion, Sarah Ahn earned a BS, MS, and PhD in the neurosciences from UCLA. Definitely not the typical education of a designer. Only 6 months out of fashion school, she won a national design competition, and her dress design was sold as part of the Spring 2011 collection of Laundry by Shelley Siegel. This early success prodded Sarah to launch her own collection, Nami, which has been met with glowing reviews.
I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Sarah Nami Ahn, and this is my debut collection this season, but my first show. Thank you so much for coming.
We're with Nami designer Sarah Ahn just before her Spring 2012 collection. Can you tell us a little bit about the company before we talk about the collection?
Oh, the company. Well, I started actually the interior design first back in January. I did a brief internship with a local designer who was actually fairly big. I'm not sure if I should be able to announce her name or not, but I did help her with her fashion line as well. And so I actually won a dress contest last summer with Laundry by Shelley Siegel. It's to design the perfect little dress, and then it hit the stores this spring, and it was sold until very recently when it was sold out at Nordstrom, Macy's, Dillard's. And so I kind of used that contest win as a catapult or kind of a way to momentum to start my fashion line. I did go to FITM to start fashion design a year ago, but this is all after my PhD. So kind of career change, but it's been a whirlwind. This design this collection only started basically in mid-June. Yeah.
I saw the little black dress you designed. It was a beautiful dress. Yes, congratulations on that.
Does it fit you?
No, it doesn't fit me, unfortunately. But maybe next time.
Yeah, next time.
Now, this collection, Spring 2012, can you tell us a little bit about what your concept was for that?
It was actually inspired by my recent trip to Tokyo. It was around spring of last year for my birthday. I'm born on International Earth Day, if anyone knows, 4/22. I expect a gift. But right around that time, it's cherry blossoms everywhere. It's in full bloom. And we went to a park called Ueno, and it's beautiful. It's just miles and miles of just cherry blossoms. But if you look into the horizon, you'll see a spread of color of white to blush to pinks and peaches. So for the color inspiration, I really drew on that. But then it has a contrast to the very, very dark parts, like grays and blacks of the barks of the cherry blossoms. And then the contrast with the cloudless blue skies. So you'll see in our collection tonight this kind of gradual color changes as it's going from spring and into a little bit more of an edgier with separates for women's business outfits, things like that.
Fabrics did you choose for this collection?
So I wanted to go along with the whole cherry blossom effect, and if you've ever been around cherry blossoms, there's a gust of wind, if the leaves just fall off the trees and it swirls all around you, and it's much like the movement of chiffon around a woman's body. And so I really use a lot of chiffon because it's really light and feels really great against the skin. And I also use crepe de chine, which is beautiful as well, and then Chanel is a lightweight wool, and yeah, and silks.
self-proclaimed army brat.
I am.
Now, having lived all over the world, do you have a favorite place?
Oh my God. You know, everyone always asks me that question because everyone always asks me, where's your hometown?
Right.
And this is going to be a shocker, but it's a tie between Sun Prairie, Wisconsin.
Okay.
I know. And Los Angeles, because this is the longest place I've ever lived without having to move. But I do split my time right now between LA and Chicago because my husband's a professor there.
Okay.
And I did a short postdoc there as well. And but we're making it work, and he's just as supportive of my career as I am of his. I'm really proud of him. But yeah, Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. If you've never been,
Try Wisconsin.
they have the best sweet corn in the world. The camera guy is nodding his head.
Question for you. You are also very involved with a lot of humanitarian causes. I know you run marathons for leukemia and also
Yeah.
Habitat for Humanity.
Yes.
How did you get involved with those projects, and what is your goal with them?
You know, growing up, I feel like the things that have really made me very happy and the most fulfilled, you know, I feel like a lot of times we keep doing things and searching things to make us feel full and content and happy, you know, that elusive search for happiness. And the most happy I've ever felt was really to not think about myself and to think of others completely and utterly. And this recent trip to Nepal was the most amazing experience ever. I've always wanted to be in Peace Corps. It's quite a commitment. So along the way, I had some career ambitions to fulfill, like getting my PhD. So I thought 2 weeks in Nepal to build 40 homes in 6 days with over 700 volunteers around the world. It was an amazing feat of collaborative love. People, the most amazing people. You'll meet the most amazing people when you meet them out of philanthropic and selfless deeds, which are kind of selfish actually, because you feel so good about it. So actually, I plan in the future to go back to Nepal and try to help the local economy with providing textiles for my collection, either in interiors and definitely in fashion.
Thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us. We're really looking forward to the collection and to see what you do in the future as well.
Thank you so much for having me on air.
Thank you.
Thank you.